Can you outline exactly what will be coming and when?
Right away, we'll be sending critical care nurses, more vaccination capacity in 23 First Nations communities, logistical support as we have to move ICU patients out of Manitoba into Ontario. I understand also that the government of Manitoba is talking to Saskatchewan. So the call came on Friday. There were conversations between the mayor of Winnipeg and the premier and the prime minister, and we responded as soon as the request for assistance has come in. And it's really a very intense situation, Evan. These case counts are so high and have been over the last 10 days. It's now at a point where we all know somebody in family, in community, in neighborhood who's picked up COVID-19. And that makes it personal, it makes it community right to home. And we need help, and we need it now. And the federal government will be here for Manitoba, as it has been from the start.
Mr. Carr, tell me what the Red Cross and the military's role will be. We've certainly seen that in other provinces. What role will they play, and will they be working in any of the cities?
There will be critical care nurses who will come and help relieve some of the exhaustion that frontline workers are now suffering. There will be a contingent of military personnel waiting to help with transportation and logistics. The vaccines are coming, and they're coming in numbers that we hadn't even anticipated. That's the good news. About 50% of Manitobans have their first shot, and second dose appointments are being made now. But meanwhile, we've got an intense and critical situation. And it's the job of the Government of Canada to respond when the request comes from the provinces. And the situation is so serious that we believe that the pressure on the ICU beds, the pressure on frontline workers is so significant that we need this kind of help, and we need it now. We're hopeful that the vaccination thrust will take some of the edge off within the next number of days and weeks. Meanwhile, Manitoba needs Canada now, and Canada is here.
Okay, I'm just trying to get at just the details. I know there's 50 critical care nurses, 20 respiratory therapists, and 50 contact tracers that he's asked for, the Premier. Do you know how many members of CAF, of the Canadian Armed Forces, and members of the Red Cross will actually be coming?
Yeah, we're discussing that with the province now, assembling the help. And there's pressure all across the country, as you know. While Manitoba is suffering through the hottest moment of any province now, we can't let our guard down. And the need is great. The need is not yet abating. So there are only so many critical care nurses, ICU professionals in the country. We are making these decisions as best we can. And meanwhile, we're hopeful that in a number of days and weeks that the burden will lighten, but it's not light now. And it's been a very intense time for us.
But is there a sense now, because of the situation, that there's just not enough people to get there quick enough, that there's, in some ways, the backup is slightly overwhelmed? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, but we'll go as fast as we can with what's available. And there have been a number of people moved out from Manitoba into Ontario. There might be more, and I'm sure that we will continue to search the country for additional help. This is a time when Canada actually is at its best. When a partner in our federation is in need, we respond, and we respond quickly. And if the needs are greater than what we can come up with today or tomorrow, we will do whatever is necessary in the shorter term and in the medium term to come up with what we need.
Just real quick, last thing. As you say, I know many patients have been transferred to Ontario from Manitoba. You're saying they might now go to Saskatchewan. But just specifically, I know you're still negotiating how many members of the military, how many members of the Red Cross are there. Are the military and the Red Cross, have they hit an overstretch themselves? In other words, they're saying, we're everywhere, we're in other places. We just can't come to Manitoba quite yet. Are those two organizations at kind of their stretch marks already?
The organizations know what the degree of need is, not only in Manitoba, but across the country. And like all other decision makers in a time of a public health crisis, they're going to have to make decisions on the ground. They're going to have to respond to the greatest need when those needs arise. And meanwhile, Canada will do whatever it can and whatever we are able to do to satisfy the greatest need at the moment when it's most required. And, you know, there will be all kinds of time for us to look back on this most unusual year in our lifetimes. And there will be lessons and we will second guess each other. But meanwhile, there's no time or energy for that. Our focus has to be treating the patients who need it, relieving the frontline workers who are exhausted. Canada is there for Manitoba. It was from the beginning, and it will continue to be as long as that's necessary.
All right, Special Representative to the Prairies, Minister Jim Carr, thank you for giving us the update on the very urgent situation, really urgent,